Hey everybody, it's Joe Knows Cryptos, making a video. Really got to start making more of these, but last one I made was, man, probably over a month ago. And I said in August the market would go up. And here we are getting towards the end of August, and if anything, the market had gone down. So that was very disappointing. Um, Litecoin, I think, was at 73 to start the month. It's now, today I looked, it was 58. But good news is it's up $3 today, so maybe this is the start. But I don't want to jinx anything by promising too much or saying, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I do believe in cryptocurrencies. I do believe that they will make another run. I do believe that they will get back to the highs that they were before everything kind of crashed, before the carpet got pulled out from under. And I believe that one of these Bitcoin ETFs where big money can go into the Bitcoin market is going to happen sooner or later. I tend to believe it's going to be sooner than later. I tend to believe it's probably going to be in October. When that happens, that's going to be a injection of money into the market that's going to be not a one-time shot. It's going to be continual. That should help drive the markets up, and you know how fast this market can go crazy. So guys, I'm sorry if you invested at the beginning of this month and you're down and you're pissed at me and you're cursing me out. And I'm not going to be like other people on crypto who say, oh yeah, well, blah blah blah. Hey, I was wrong. Normally the charts show in August is when cryptos start to go up. So what can I say? I said in earlier videos, charts don't mean anything to me in cryptos because it is such a small market that a couple of big plays can really change the direction of everything. But what I want to talk today to you about is my 5 top cryptos. Since the market is so depressed, I think there's some great opportunities. If you're a first time watcher of a video, or you have some money on the sidelines and you've been waiting to get in, I'm going to give you 5 that I would put 2,500 into each, let's say. So number 5 would probably be Lisk. Lisk is a great token. Is at about $3, and it's very similar to Ethereum. If you have any cryptocurrency knowledge, you've probably heard of Ethereum. It's a blockchain. Now the great thing about Lisk, though, it's actually, in my opinion, it's better than Ethereum because people don't need to learn Ethereum's programming language to build on. They can use JavaScript, which most programmers, pretty much all programmers, know. So imagine you're a business and you want to get onto Ethereum's platform. You have to send your programmers to training, how to learn Ethereum's code, and pay more money to them. And then later on, if you have people who don't know how to do it, you have to pay people more money who do know how to do the Ethereum code. It can be very costly and not too what's the word I'm looking for? But it could be costly and not easy for them to just go ahead and find programmers to build on the Ethereum platform. Where Lisk, they have also side nodes where you can run anything that's on Ethereum already on Lisk. So you got the best of both worlds. If you're on Ethereum already and you want to switch to Lisk, you switch to Lisk, and bam, you can still run off the Ethereum platform. Or if you want to start moving over to the Lisk JavaScript, you can go over to their platform onto the side and do the Ethereum, and then gradually switch over to the JavaScript. So I mean, to me, it's the best of both worlds. They're very active. I think they're the 5th most. Last I saw a video, they were the 5th highest new companies added on out of all of the blockchain companies. Lisk has a lot to offer. I wouldn't be surprised to see them back up at $30 by the end of the year. So that's a big gain from $3 to 30. Next one I would probably have to say is going to be Wabi. Wabi down at about 13-14 cents. Was as high as $6 at one time. And now, unlike other cryptocurrencies, Wabi actually has a working product. I say 95% of the other cryptocurrencies have an idea of what they want to do. They have work that needs to be done. They don't have a completed, finished product. Wabi actually has a completed product that is ready for market. It's on the market right now. They actually have their own tokens, their own RFID stickers. They actually have contracts with companies. So they are ready to, they're already in business. They're already, you know, making money. And I don't think it'll be long, especially people who have had Wabi in the past. I believe they'll get back into Wabi and drive it easily back up over $3 if this market starts to take off again. And you probably see that $6 mark again if the market goes up like it did last year. So you're talking 13 cents up to $6. That's quite a return. Fantastic return. All right, next I would say you got something like OMG. I think that's about $3. That one's got a lot of great potential as well. Okay, sorry I had to stop the video there. My dog was barking at another dog that was passing by, and you would never hear a word that I said with this little squirt barking her head off. So anyway, shame on you, Daisy. Just be quiet, okay? She's waiting for another dog to pass so she can just bark her little head off. So anyway, we were at Wabi, Lisk, OMG. My next pick would be NEO. NEO is very similar to Ethereum. It's a China-based, they call it the Ethereum of China. It's at about $17. That was up, I think, close to $400 at one time. So again, you can see the returns coming in there. It's been a favorite of many crypto holders over the last year. Even though it's gone down in price so much as they all have, it's still been able to stay within the top 15 consistently. And my last choice, of course, is going to be Litecoin. Why? They have the Litecoin Summit coming up in September, and they have the halving coming up in August of 2019, which should drive the price up as well. As you know, Litecoin is one of my favorite coins and has been from the beginning, simply because of the speed of the transactions, the cheap fees, and Charlie Lee's involvement. Charlie Lee, if you're not sure who he is, he's the founder of Litecoin. He also worked for Coinbase, he worked for Google. He's a smart guy, he's ahead of the trends, he's a few steps ahead of everybody. He does catch some flack sometime for some of the choices that he's made, but in the end I believe that those choices were for the good of Litecoin. So in the future they could be deemed as a currency, and if he owned too many of the coins, the regulators would not agree to have it as a currency because he would be dominating it. It would be too centralized in his control. So everything he's done for Litecoin is for the good of Litecoin. He just happened to sell some of it when it was at the very top, and people think that he was scamming. But if he was scamming, he could have just left Litecoin altogether. But he still works on their future, on their plans. He still tweets about Litecoin all the time, and he's going to be at the Litecoin conference as well, speaking. I'm thinking that they're going to have some big announcements. If you're going to have I'm sorry, not a Litecoin conference, it's called a Litecoin Summit. They're also going to have the Winklevoss twins there. So they're going to have, you know, I'm expecting to hear some big things at this conference. And even if not, you know, it's still going to go up. It's one of the only cryptos that's deemed a currency. I think there's only about 5 of them right now. It's also on Coinbase, which if you're new getting into cryptos or you want to start, you have to put your money into Coinbase to buy cryptos and to get your money out through Coinbase right now. And being one of the only 5 on there, you know, it's, especially for new people into crypto, that's going to be one of their options to choose. But yeah, I think Litecoin is definitely, you know, they're working on a lot of things, you know. They're working on getting into the SWIFT system with credit cards. They're, you know, I'm going to catch, you know, messages on here from the Digibyte people, and you know, Digibyte is you know, it's a perfectly fine crypto. You know, it's a lot cheaper than Litecoin, but they're like the follower. They don't lead the way. Litecoin leads the way. Litecoin does it, and then Digibyte tries to do it. You know, they try to follow up, you know, and being a follower and not a leader is not going to be the way to be the one to, you know, to be the coin of currency, basically. You know, there may be an option, but they're not going to be the coin of currency. They're always going to be a step behind. And if Charlie lead the way he's going, they may end up being 2 or 3 steps behind. Because even though it seems like they've got a lot going for them right now, things change so fast with contracts, with deals, with companies. It's, you know. But yeah, those are my top 5. I actually put a little extra in Litecoin, and but the other ones I would split up pretty evenly, and let's see what happens by the end of the year. Love you guys. Peace out.